Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. As you can see by my interface, I've just pulled a D-pick from the Triskelion treasures or Triskelion keys. Basically, this was going to be my trial run. I basically want to see what the loot was. So we're going to do a video on it. So basically, I've been sort of hoarding my Triskelion keys for basically 2 years. I did a very big stint at the Archglacier and Abyssal Lords, which basically gave me loads of key fragments. And I wanted to see, like, nowadays, how relevant are these keys compared to what they used to be. So beforehand, they were treated as like a very rare drop. They were decent loots, whereas I think over the time, these loots have massively decreased. I think it's something which needs a bit of a reshuffle and a redo over because of what the classed as rare drops. Now, I imagine you've been slain before and you've got a Trisk piece and you've got a gold beam. Or a beam loot, and you've imagined, oh, I've got a rare drop. Well, no, it's just a Trisk piece. Do Trisks need to be re-looked at and sort of shaped for the current times in RS? Now, you can imagine my shock when I've walked up and I've got a 26mm D-pick from the very first one. It's not the first one I've ever done, but it's the first one I've actually done here. I've done it for a couple of reasons. One, because you get a clue scroll with every one. And something else I wanted to do on this account was also like build up a couple of elite clues and build my clue stack up just so we can do like some clue adventures. I'm very keen to get a clue opening on the channel because I think I love watching them and I'd like to do it as well. It'll bring some more money into the account, which I can go onto the sort of like treasure hunter account, or I can buy something nice here. But yeah, so I guess we're going to do a loot from about 75 Trisk keys and let's see if we can get any more D-picks. Generally can't believe that's 26mm either. So the hand cannons, I generally can't believe a dragon pick nowadays is 26mm. That is actually very good profit. Hand cannoneers and the chaos giants must be like decent profit. Hand cannons must still be pretty good because of the invention components, so that might be something I'll be looking into very, very soon. So really, the only like mega rare items which you can get from the Trisk chest is things like the Dragonstone pieces. They don't have any sort of value to it, but they're just seen as very rare, and they can go into like your collection log as such as well. Now, if we were to get one of those, that'd be pretty massive, but I'd just take more dragon pickaxes if that's possible. Right, so we'll take 15 at a time, and we'll teleport to the lodestone. And as well, with each Trisk piece, you are guaranteed, I believe you're guaranteed an elite tier clue. Now, I'm not sure if you can get better, you can get a master, or if they are just elites. But we see how the drop table's fared over the years. I still think a lot of it is made up of seeds and stuff which has just completely lost their value. Maybe like when the Trisk was released, it was a decent loot. I do remember them being like roughly like 300k each, which it means it's worthwhile. Like here, that's 50k, elite's nice. That's where I'm gonna get most of the value from. Again, a lot of stone spirits, which is nice. More seeds, charms aren't too bad. To be fair, you can use things like that for some binding contracts. Binding contracts would be a nice way to use that. Some more stone spirits. More stone spirits. I think we'll end up making the most profit from the elite clues. So you can imagine my shock when I got a dragon pickaxe on the very first one. Some blues again, that's pretty nice. Sinister key and a Trisk fragment as well. Not too bad. Fruit tree seeds again. Not really worth. And elite clue. Right, so let's go back to the bank. Let's get ready for the next set and I'll be back. Right, so second batch. Again, just to let you guys know, this is just outside the Friendly Slayer Cave. If you go to the lodestone and just run southeast, you'll be able to find this little crevice in the wall. And basically the reason I was doing this, A, was to test like what drops you can get. Also effigy, nice. And whether they're worth doing. Obviously, they're worth doing for the elite. You gotta think of an elite sort of as like 700k plus because of the fortunate components. So they are worth picking up just for that. And there are some form of loots as well related to the Trisk keys. They will all stack up. The elites will definitely stack up. But they are a bit pathetic. They do need a bit of a rework. They were supposed to be seen as like upgraded crystal keys. Whereas I think like some of the loots from crystal keys will probably outdo these keys. Oh, another effigy, nice. Right, so that's info done. I'll finish these effigies off and then I'll come back with the next set. So back at it, just got 3 Trisk pieces in a row. Another Trisk piece. Again, we've got a feel for the drops now, nothing too major. But again, these elite scrolls are going to come in clutch. Another effigy, so that's 3 effigies we've had in 43, which isn't too bad. That's our final info. So what I'm going to do now, obviously because we've seen a couple of drop tables, everything's pretty much the same. So unless I get anything like major or anything brand new, so I'm talking something like maybe another pickaxe or form of Dragonstone armor, I'll just come back at the end with roughly like what we've got. And then I'm going to show you a little thing as well of what I'm looking to do for the future on this account as well. So the last 3 trisks we've got are going to give us herbs, which is a bit of a theme, and the last one, the seeds. That is 70 trisk keys. Again, we got Dragon Pickaxe. Dragon Pickaxe was on the first one, which is incredibly lucky and incredibly rare. Didn't get any Dragonstone pieces in 70 chests, which is a bit sad. But the main reason I actually did this is A, because they were in the bank and there was no point in just being sat there. But these 70 elite clues are actually going to help contribute to something I've got planned in the future. Now, I don't want to put a date on this because I know I'm just going to end up being later than what I say I'm going to be. But if you were to look into the clue carrier, we're going to put this in. We're stacking clues and we're up to 337 elites thanks to that opening. And we're doing pretty well on the others. So I have a bit of a video idea later on, and it's probably going to be something I'm going to stream, where I'm going to do a nice big collection of clues to do that. Now, to do that, I need some big pages, and big pages at the minute are very expensive, and I don't like Croesus. So don't get me wrong, we might get to the point where I actually do Croesus because I don't want to spend this much money on big pages. But we're going to throw in some nice amounts of money. We're going to pay 7 mil each, which is just painful. We're going to go for 75 big pages worth of clues. We're going to be able to find out and get all the stats from that, sort of like what we're going to get and stuff. And yeah, we're going to fill out the clue carrier, and then we're going to go for a big push for clues, and then fill out the clue log. The reason I'm doing that is because A, it's content. B, it's going to give me a chance to make quite a bit of money as well. I've actually not done many clues on this account, or I have, but not since like the big clue update. I've got plenty of stuff to fill out, and I think it'd be really good content for a while, and it'd be really good money. I've always wanted to get a die. I've never got a die before, so that's the big goal, to get a die, and maybe I get into clue scrolls and maybe I finish a log. Who knows? So I think it'd be really good content to stream, really good video content at the back of it as well. So that is why. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Something different with the trisk keys. I wanted to show off my dragon pick I got first, but I wanted to show sort of how outdated and really like they could do with a buff or an update, because they're nowhere near as it should be, and crystal keys could possibly be slightly better, even though they should be the worst form. But yeah, if you do have the trisk key though, it's worth picking up. It's worth the elite clue, and you might get lucky like I did and get the dragon pickaxe, which is the price it really shouldn't be. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 900 subs now, and I want to thank you all again for all the likes, subscriptions, and the comments as well. It really helps me out, and thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.